What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. And shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing Community. Now, everybody already knows who's going to win, Terrence Crawford and Mean Green. So I'm not going to make a video about that. Terrence Crawford's going to win that fight. So, I'm going to talk about the co-main event versus Richard Commey on the left and Teofimo Lopez on the right. I'm gonna begin with the specs real quick, get that out the way. Richard Commey is the IBF champion at 135 pounds currently. He has a record of 29 wins and 2 losses. His losses came from Robert Easter Jr. That's where he fought Robert Easter for the title, and if you ask me, he beat Robert Easter Jr. But they gave Robert Easter the nod, and Robert Easter retained that title until Mikey Garcia took it from him. But right after that fight, he fought Denis Shavkov. Both of these fights went 12 rounds. He's never been stopped. I don't think he's ever been dropped either. But he's a very strong fighter. But also he has 26 knockouts. 29 wins, 2 losses, 26 knockouts. He's fought for 171 rounds. His knockout rating is 83.87%. He's 32 years old. He's 5'8" with a 71-inch reach. He's from Ghana, but he fights out of the Bronx in New York. Okay? And Teofimo Lopez is 14-0. He has 11 knockouts. He's fought for 58 rounds. He has a knockout rating of 78.57%. He's 22 years old. He's 5'8". He has a 68.5-inch reach, and he is fighting out of Brooklyn, New York. So this is the fight of New York for these two cats for the IBF title at 135 pounds. Now, I like Teofimo Lopez, okay? I did. I liked how he moved. I like his fighting style, I didn't really care about how much he talked trash, and I can't stand how much trash his father talks. Like his family, like his father's trying to live through him. But it's it's all good. It's whatever. But it should calm down just a little bit. Especially after that fight with the Japanese fighter that he had. After that fight, you didn't hear nothing coming from his whole team. His father, him, nobody. But now they have a title shot and they back talking, And it's all good, but I didn't care for after he fought the Japanese dude. He said there's no more tall guys. And as you know, he's a very tall guy, very, very long reach. We don't have to deal with these tall guys no more. I didn't like that comment. People was telling me that he's just saying he doesn't have to fight any more tall guys. But Richard Commey has the same reach advantage that the Japanese dude had on him. Yeah, he's not as tall as a Japanese dude, but it's the same damn reach advantage. It's the same reach advantage. So, I mean, if you can't get over that, if you can't get over that and fight your fight the way you want to fight, it's not going to get any easier for the cat, especially if he plans on moving up in weight. The reach advantage ain't going to do nothing but get greater. It's not going to dissipate. It's not going to go anywhere. So, yeah, Richard Commey may not be 5'11 and a half, but he does still have a 71-inch reach, and that's the same. That's the reach. That's the reach that Teofimo despises. He doesn't like it. He does not like it. He told us he didn't like it directly after he got that win over the Japanese cat in the ring. He said it. He hated his performance. But I was also told, and he also expressed it, not at that moment, but he did express that he was going through a lot of things. And after somebody told me exactly what he was going through, I can understand how that can mess with a young 22-year-old's mind, mental in the ring. I understand that. And but Lopez is coming off of a very hard fight versus Nakatina. I believe that's how you pronounce the Japanese fighter's name. And even though Lopez did win in the UD in unanimous decision, he did complain of the dude's reach and of the fighter's height. Saying no more tall guys. But now Commey Commey isn't that tall, but he does yield the same reach advantage, like I've already said. Um, we're going to see. We're going to is simply not the fighter we thought he was. You know, if he simply cannot fight guys with a 3-inch reach advantage over him. Indeed, Lopez was going through something that hindered his boxing ability and his mental state that night. Okay. But I have to say that Nakashima, or whatever how you pronounce his name, he was an undefeated fighter and he did have okay pop. Okay. He could punch just a little bit. But Lopez did eat all of those shots without looking visibly hurt. If he was hurt, he had a pretty good poker face on, because I don't remember him being hurt, and he took a lot of straight right hands. Now in this fight, he can't take those same right hands from Commey, because Commey is a big puncher and he will get hurt, you know. But just like I said, we will see if he just was, had something on his mind that was messing him up in that fight. But in saying so, man, I'm gonna have to go with Teofimo Lopez for the win. Sorry. Okay. I want Richard Commey to win, and because it's a lot of people saying that they want Teofimo to win just because of his nationality, his race, just because he's Latino. Hey, I want Commey to win for all of those reasons and the good ones. And the good reasons I want him to win. But at the same time, I'm going with Lopez. If Teofimo Lopez loses, he will be the only one not to have a title or have lost his title shot fight or whatever of the new school. You know what I mean? Of the Shakur's, Haney, Ryan Garcia's, and such like that. He'll be the only one that didn't get his title when it came for him to have his shot or to get his title. He would be the only one left out the group. That's motivation to have your head on straight. And I believe the things that's going on in his family is over now. So, but in my opinion, even though his opponent is a much harder fighter than the other people, the other opponents that Shakur had, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia had and such, Lopez is 10 years younger than Commey. He's faster than Commey. In my opinion, he's more explosive than Commey. Commey might be more powerful. He might have a harder punch, but I don't think he's explosive, if you understand what I'm saying, as Teofimo Lopez. Commey is, just like I said, he is probably stronger, of course. But if Lopez don't headhunt during this fight, he uses his footwork and he boxes Commey, he can win this fight. I don't see it being too difficult if he uses strictly boxing ability and he don't headhunt and he don't try to knock out Richard Commey. Now, the bad thing about it is he keeps saying it's going to be a short night. His father keeps saying it's going to be a short night. One day, his father going to be the downfall of him, for real. But at the same time, man, it's not going to be a short night. And you should not go into this fight with somebody that has a lot more experience than you and is a pretty good fighter with a lot of pop stage before. All right, this ain't his first rodeo, but it is your first rodeo when it comes to being in a title shot, being in a fight for a title. If Teofimo, just like I said, if he uses his boxing ability, some ring IQ, and try to fight like he don't want to get hit by that right hand instead of just sitting in the pocket, then I see Teofimo winning. But if Teofimo fight Richard Commey like he fought the Japanese guy, Richard Commey is going to win, and that's who I want to win anyway. But I just don't see it. Okay, so I'm going with Teofimo Lopez for the win in a unanimous decision or a 12-round fight over Richard Commey. Sorry, it is what it is. I want Commey to win, but something's telling me that he's not. Lopez is going to win. But always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.